Hey, good morning, Midwest Survivor. Time for breakfast bits. So, first off, I want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the channel, subscribed to my YouTube page, Facebook page. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Also, be sure to click like and subscribe on the channel. There's always more content that comes up on the community, so be sure to check that out. Thank you to everybody that's checking out the Lemon 8 post, the TikTok post, the Instagram post, and the Pinterest post. Thank you for everybody that's checking out the Facebook Shorts as well. Be sure to check out the YouTube channel. So, today's Breakfast Bits topic is a very personal one because this is one that I have seen take place over the course of years. I've seen this countless times. And today's Breakfast Bits topic is you can't heal someone who doesn't want help. And this is probably the most difficult lesson that a person can learn in their life. It is also probably one of the hardest lessons to learn, is that there are just some people out there that just want to suck your energy, take your resources, garner your attention, but they really don't want to become healthy, become strong. They don't want to survive. They don't want to thrive. They just want to drift through life and take what they can and basically become emotional, financial vampires. So, you can encourage them every which way you can. You can support them every which way you can. You can pray for them every which way you can. You can love them in every way that you possibly can. But the reality is you cannot force someone to change if they refuse to acknowledge, one, there's a problem, and the other thing is that their life and the choices they make are unhealthy and not helping them grow and become the best version of themselves that they can be. So many people spend years trying to rescue somebody who has no intentions of saving themselves. And if anything, they have every intention of not only pulling themselves down, but pulling anything around them down with them. Real healing begins whenever people take on real responsibility and are completely and 100% honest with themselves and with other people. It starts when someone is willing to say, I need to change. I want to change. Here is how I'm going to change. Whenever they say they need to change, when they say they want to change, and then whenever they give you a clear, concise plan on how they are going to change, that is whenever change happens. I'm all in favor of Alcoholics Anonymous, addiction recovery, Celebrate Recovery, all that. But here's one big gaping sinkhole in all of those things. It's good to have these programs. It is. However, you can work a program and still not have a need to change, a want to change, or develop a plan to change. I've done the Celebrate Recovery, and I did the steps. However, I did not change until I saw the need to change, the want to change, and develop the plan to change. And unfortunately, a lot of people that were around me sabotaged my desire to change, my want to change, and my plan to change, which is why I had to hit the eject button at the end of March and get away from everybody. So until then, no amount of love, sacrifice, effort from someone else can do that work for them. The work has to be done on their own. Sometimes the healthiest thing that you can do is stop carrying somebody else's burden. It was never yours to carry. You weren't made to carry the weight of everybody else. You can care about somebody without taking responsibility for their choices, because the reality is it's their choice. They have to make that choice. I want you to remember a very important thing. Compassion does not require you to lose yourself trying to save someone or several somebodies who refuse to save themselves. You need to protect your peace. Keep your heart open, but let people be responsible for their own journey and their own choices. Also, protect your home. Your home is your sanctuary, your place of peace. Do not let people into your home that are going to disrupt your peace and your sanctuary. So, Midwest Survivor, I want you to remember, protect your peace, protect your heart, protect your mind. And by doing that, you will protect your emotional stability, your mental stability, which will in turn protect your physical body, because it will drain you physically, it will drain you emotionally, mentally, and then eventually physically. So more importantly, I want you to be healthy. I want you to get healthy. I want you to stay healthy. I want you to get strong, stay strong, and be strong. And more importantly, it's not about surviving. It's learning to thrive and become wealthy, both wealthy in your life, wealthy in your choices, and wealthy in who you are. So, as always, I'll see you tonight for dinner chat. Take care. Have a great day.